Brooklyn Independent Television.
By providing a home for a diverse group of artists, the Act Now Foundation takes its audiences on a journey that enriches and acknowledges all cultural backgrounds. We sat down with Executive Director Aaron Ingram to discuss Act Now's programming, past, present, and future.
What Act Now Foundation is, we're a theater and film company where we focus on films and theater pieces that deal with people of color and people from Latino descent. What really spawned it from for me being an actor and the frustrations of being an actor and listening to a lot of my friends complain about there's just not enough representative roles or not enough productions that would help facilitate stories that they think that what's needed in the community. So I took it upon myself to start organizing Act Now unofficially, and then after a few years, after I start learning and working with some other nonprofit arts organizations in terms of how to structure a company, I created Act Now Foundation in January of 2004. Well, when I first started Act Now Foundation, I knew I had to start developing some signature programs. I searched back in my mind of some of the things that I enjoyed when I was an actor and a director. And one thing I really enjoyed was a film lab where I used to see was called Black Cinema Cafe, where they used to showcase short films in the late 90s. So when I started putting my board together and they were asking me what kind of programs I like to start, I said, well, I like to start like a film lounge. And basically that was the creation of A&F Short Film Collective. The combination of short films, anywhere from documentaries to experimental, films that depict what's going on in the African American community, what's going on in the Latino community. One of my friends, Elliot Bea NY Perks, has a lounge down in Burham Hill. We started that program in 2005. At that time, we only had like 3 flat screen TVs, and a lot of the screenings were just some filmmakers I know and some of our friends, and we all kind of got together and had some drinks and we watched some movies, and I used it like a networking thing to start recruiting some artists to start working with Act Now. And then what happened after another year, it kind of like mushroomed where a lot of black professionals caught on to what we were doing, and then at that time Elliot added like another 5 more TV screens, so we had this MTV kind of atmosphere where you can come in where the TVs are all over the place, and you know, we show the films on the flat screen, and the audio is pumped through the DJ booth, and we coined it like a home theater experience. You know, you can have your drink, you can eat some food, you can meet some filmmakers, you can watch some interesting short films that you really wouldn't see on television, but you will see at our programming. And that became like a really big signature program for Act Now.
In working with Act Now, I've definitely been exposed to a lot of the different types of films that are out there. You know, a lot of our voices kind of get muffled up with the mainstream art. I definitely saw a lot of unique voices, a lot of different perspectives to a lot of the same kind of themes that a lot of these mainstream movies have, but it's just like you'll hear it from another voice that you normally wouldn't think it would come from.
I don't think your rules is fair, Don. Fair? Since when you become an advocate for fairness? You know, Troy, every morning I drive around for 20 minutes looking for a parking. In the back of the school, there's always an empty parking, and it reads Principal Lynch. And every morning, this man is standing in front of the parking like he's protecting it, like he's its parent. The man doesn't even drive, Troy.
No matter what type of film it is, we like to take a look at it, because the big thing about our program, we want to stretch the envelope as much as possible in terms of black cinema. Because of that word of mouth and that underground sort of movement, and because our mainstay where Perks let us, you know, continue to do this every second Tuesday of each month, we just get a trail of films that continuously come in. And each month we come up with different themes. We'll have themes about family, we'll have themes about sex, cultural differences within our own culture.
As a patron of a lot of the A&F short film collectives as well as the events, I absolutely adored a lot of the short films that were screened because they all had their own unique aspects and their own, diverse thoughts and meanings, and it brings together a lot of people because everyone has their own diverse thoughts as well as a lot of the films that we screen, so it's just a whole bunch of ideas coming together and it just comes out to be something very beautiful.
Our super goals eventually is to produce full-length plays, one-act festivals, get into film production ourselves. And that's one aspect that we're starting to develop. Right now, we are building a very, very good, clientele of people who are supportive in terms of the type of work that we're doing. So overall, our objective and part of our 5-year plan where we can incorporate all these different various programs, even incorporating youth theater, from like film screenings, monorail jams, full-length plays, film production, and really be a thriving, exciting film and theater company that's located in this cultural arts district. And that's our overall goal, and that's what we're really striving for, to really build this company into like basically a little mini institution within Fort Greene.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.